Well, it was a very swift, very significant response that we saw from police and emergency services in the wake of this incident. Now, we know that police, in their latest update that came at a press conference just a short while ago, have said that they've confirmed 19 people have died, around 50 people injured, and what they're treating at this point as a terrorist incident, they say, until they know otherwise. Now, police have also said that they're working with the national counter-terror units as the investigation gets underway to try and establish exactly what happened. Now, as you said, this attack took place at Manchester Arena. To give you an idea, a sense, geographically, that's a couple of hours north from where I am here in London. It's another of the UK's major cities. And this arena was hosting a pop concert by American singer Ariana Grande. So a huge capacity in that arena, a large amount of people attending that concert. And it seems that this incident occurring towards the end of that concert in the foyer of the arena. So it would have been just as people were starting to leave the area. And as we said, police confirming that they are treating this at this point as a terrorist incident.
Well, as you mentioned there, of course, American pop singer Ariana Grande, of course, her fan base are young girls, ages 11 to 15, many of which were dropped off by their parents to go to this concert. I imagine many of those parents are terrified tonight if there's, any gap in communication of having families reunite with their children. What kind of effort is being done there to make sure that these families can communicate and know where their kids are?
Absolutely. I mean, that's why there's such a deep sense of shock already, I think, at this. This was a concert that, as you said, was attended by a lot of young children. It was a family event. This is a pop singer that appeals to a very young audience. Police are working very hard tonight to try and work with those loved ones, friends and family who are concerned about not perhaps being able to reach one of their family members that attended the concert. Now, they have put out an emergency hotline number for people to contact. They're going to be working very hard to try and get that information to people. As I said, it's been a very, very swift response from the police and emergency services that we've seen in the wake of this incident. It took place at just after 10:30 local time last night, and police have been working through the night. We know that a number of the local hotels have also taken in people. In fact, it's been one of the things that has been commented on in the hours since this incident took place, is that you have had a very social response in Manchester, people offering their rooms for people who might be stranded there. The rail services have been affected, so there are a large number of people we know who haven't been able to make it home, and we know some of those hotels, as I said, have taken in a lot of the young children who might have been attending that event and have been separated from their families. But of course, that is really a major focus for police at this point, is to get that information out to the friends and family and loved ones.
Sara, London, as you and I know, is always on constant terror alert as one of perhaps a prime target. But Manchester, however, is a bit more provincial. How prepared was Manchester for a terrorist incident like this? What can we glean from the response thus far about the security?
Well, look, the whole country is on a high state of alert at the moment. It's currently the second highest level throughout the country, severe level, which is the threat of attack is likely. So we know that the country has been on that level for some time. It was just, remember, 2 months ago in March that you saw an attack take place here in London. So we know across the country that high state of alert has been in place. We know, as we said, from the response you saw there very quickly in the immediate aftermath of the reports of this explosion, you saw a huge police presence and the ambulances on the scene. We've seen armed police on the scene as well. And as we said, police saying that as they are treating this as a terrorist incident at the moment, they're working with the national counter-terror police units to try and establish exactly what happened, because still at this point, there is a lot that is still unknown. The details that have come from police so far is that 19 people have confirmed to have died, some 50 injured, but at the moment still piecing together the details as they carry out that investigation into exactly what happened. But as we said, this was a big family event, a pop concert in Manchester Arena, and people here in the UK are going to be waking up over the coming hours to the news that it seems like, police saying at this point, a terrorist incident has taken place targeting an area where families and young children may have been caught up amongst those dead and injured.
Well, absolutely, Sarah. I want to also point out the fact that the UK, of course, is in the middle of an election right now. So what have UK politicians, particularly British Prime Minister Theresa May, what has she had to say about this?
Well, the Prime Minister has commented on this, waiting for the full details of the investigation. But we know that it's very likely that she will be suspending the campaigning in the lead-up to that June 8th general election. It's thought that other political parties here in the UK are going to follow suit as well. And in just a couple of hours' time, you're going to have the Prime Minister chairing a COBRA meeting. That's the high-level security meetings that take place in the wake of incidents like this. As we said, the police treating this at this point as a terror incident. So they're going to be having that COBRA meeting in just a couple of hours' time. That will take place likely here in London. The Prime Minister will be chairing that, and we'll probably get a little bit more information off the back of that. In that meeting, the Prime Minister will be being briefed by those in senior positions in that National Counter-Terror Unit, getting information about the latest in that investigation. But as we said, at the moment, that investigation is still underway, still at the scene from the pictures coming in from Manchester. You've still got a very strong police presence on the ground. As we said, police really focusing on that investigation tonight and on trying to get those who have looking for information about loved ones reconnected with their friends and family.
Sarah, hold that for us right there. We will be coming back to you as we get more updates here.